This is the incredible production of toilet paper roll, an incredible engineering and non-stop technology creating millions of tons of everyday toilet paper. The process begins with the collection of post-consumer paper products, such as newspapers, office paper, cardboard, and magazines. These materials are gathered from households, offices, recycling centers, and commercial sources. However, not all recycled paper is suitable for toilet paper production. Paper coated in plastic, heavily inked, or contaminated with food or adhesives is removed. Once collected, the paper is delivered to a recycling facility, where it undergoes a sorting process. This involves both mechanical and manual methods to separate different grades and types of paper. High-quality white office paper is most valued due to its ease of bleaching and fewer contaminants, while glossy magazines and printed newsprint may require more extensive cleaning. The paper is shredded and mixed with water in large machines called pulper vats. These are industrial-scale blenders that turn the paper into a slushy mixture called slurry or pulp. This pulp consists of cellulose fibers, inks, adhesives, and other residues from the original paper. During this stage, chemical agents may be introduced to help break down adhesives and separate the ink from the fibers. The result is a thick, grayish-brown slurry containing useful fibers and unwanted contaminants. The pulp is first screened to remove large debris like plastic and staples. It's then spun in centrifugal cleaners to separate heavier particles such as sand and metal. For ink removal, air bubbles are introduced in flotation tanks. Ink sticks to the bubbles and rises to the surface, where it's skimmed off. Additional washing removes leftover residues. By the end, the pulp is clean and ready for bleaching. Cardboard cores for toilet paper are made from recycled paperboard, which is pulped, cleaned, and formed into thick sheets. These sheets are slit into narrow strips and fed into spiral winding machines, where they're glued and wrapped around a steel rod to form long tubes. The tubes are dried, then cut into core-length pieces using high-speed blades. Each core is inspected for uniformity before being sent to the production line, where they serve as the foundation for winding toilet paper. The cleaned and bleached pulp is now ready to become paper. It is diluted with water again and poured onto a moving mesh screen conveyor belt in a large machine called a four-denier machine. Water drains through the mesh as the slurry spreads out, forming a continuous, thin sheet of wet paper. Rollers and vacuum pumps remove additional moisture, and the sheet is then passed through heated drying cylinders to evaporate any remaining water, turning the slurry into dry paper. Once the toilet paper is dried and creped, it is wound into enormous parent rolls, cylindrical sheets of paper that can be up to 3 meters wide and weigh over a ton. These massive rolls are moved by mechanical arms or forklifts to converting lines, where the real transformation into consumer-ready toilet paper begins. The parent roll is mounted onto an unwinding system, where it spins and feeds the continuous paper sheet into high-speed converting machines. Here, the paper is slit into narrower ribbons, typically the width of a standard toilet paper roll. These long, narrow strips are then automatically rolled around cardboard tubes to form individual toilet paper logs. Long rolls that may be several meters in length. A rotating circular blade, often part of a machine called a log saw, slices these logs with precision into standard-sized rolls in rapid succession, sometimes cutting dozens of rolls per minute. Each freshly cut roll is quickly transferred onto fast-moving conveyor belts that stretch across the factory floor. These conveyors form an intricate network, efficiently transporting thousands of rolls at once through various checkpoints for embossing, quality control, and packaging. Rolls are grouped, wrapped in plastic film or paper, and boxed for shipping. In massive factories, this entire process is continuous and automated, running 24/7. High-capacity facilities can produce hundreds of thousands of rolls per day, with multiple lines operating in parallel. Rolls are automatically grouped into bundles, often in sets of 4, 6, 12, or 24, depending on the intended retail packaging. Robotic arms or pneumatic pushers align the rolls tightly together into uniform stacks. These stacks move into automated wrapping machines where they're sealed in plastic film, often shrink-wrapped to create tight, tamper-proof packages. Some factories use eco-friendly paper wrapping as an alternative. Once wrapped, the bulk packages are routed onto another set of conveyors, leading to boxing machines. Here, multiple bundles are placed into large cardboard boxes, sealed and labeled with tracking codes and destination data. These boxes are then stacked on wooden or plastic pallets using robotic palletizers. Each pallet may hold hundreds of individual rolls, stacked several layers high, securely wrapped with industrial stretch film to prevent shifting during transport. In large-scale production facilities, dozens of pallets can be assembled per hour. Forklifts and automated guided vehicles transport these pallets to vast warehouse storage zones or directly to loading docks. From there, they're loaded into trucks or shipping containers and dispatched to distribution centers, wholesalers, and retail stores across cities or even continents. The scale of this operation is immense. A single factory can prepare millions of toilet paper rolls per week, ready to restock supermarket shelves, hotel supplies, and public facilities with clockwork efficiency.